What's going on, everyone? Good morning, welcome back to the GD & Son channel. Hope everyone's having a great day. So today we are going to head down to the waste transfer station. I've got a load of rubbish on. It's what I picked up from my friend's house the other day. I keep calling him my friend, he's pretty much like family. He's with my sister-in-law, so we get on really well with him. So I didn't overcharge him, you know, I've only really charged him what it's going to cost me to get rid of it. So basically, yeah, we're going to go around and get rid of all that. I've got some waste in my mum's garage as well, because as you all should know, I do store waste sometimes if I don't get enough. Obviously at my waste transfer station there is a minimum charge of 500 kg, half a ton. So if you go in there with only 100 kg, you're still going to pay the half a ton charge. So it's always best to try and take in as much waste as you possibly can in one hit, so you know you're not going to be, you know, being paid more than what the waste is actually worth. So we're going to head round. I've got some scrap metal to drop off in the garage as well. Then weights we picked up the other day, they're quite nice actually. Some of them are really rusty, but some of them look in half decent condition. So we're going to get the weights off, get any metal off, get the wheelbarrows off, put the waste on, and then we're going to go down to the waste transfer station, get rid of it all. I'm going to explain a little bit down there as well. I'll probably put the camera on top again, because I don't want it on my head because it makes people feel a bit sick. So I'll probably put the camera on top, speed up the clips, and I'm going to do a little bit of talking over the top and just explain a little bit about how you can sort of maximise your profit from taking waste into a waste transfer station, and you know, just give you a few little tips as well. So anyway, let's head round to the garage, get the scrap metal dropped off, get the waste loaded up, and hit the waste transfer station up wet. Right, so we've just got round the garage now. Yeah, basically the plan is to put all this stuff on. This is all just rubbish, this is all soil. I was going to keep it separated, but it's quite, there's lots of stuff mixed into it as well. Underneath there's like metal and plastic and stuff like that. They might get a bit funny if I try and take that down as just clean soil or anything like that. So we're going to chuck that on along with all this rubbish, take the wheelbarrows off the truck, and I'm going to show you the weights as well. I'm just going to try and stack the weights up somewhere near the pallets at the back. I still need to get rid of them pallets as well. I haven't even been out collecting any more of them yet. So I've still got these Euro pallets stacked up in the back here. Don't really know what I'm going to do with them. Ideally I want a few more. I want, you know, out here stacked up nice and high before I actually take them down, because there's only about a tenner's worth there. So there's no point in me just running that down as it is. But if I find any more, obviously, this is just my problem with space. If I had my own yard of some sort, I could put all the pallets in sort of one corner, stacked up nice and neat, different metals stacked up, you know, put the waste in one side, separated it. Obviously just working in this small little space, this is what I've got: separate my waste, my metal, my pallets, you know. It's just not big enough really, but I'm not in a position just yet to, you know, expand and get a yard or anything like that. It'd be nice, but yeah, you're talking mega money. You need regular business all the time coming in before you can do that. So anyway, yeah, what I am going to do is chuck on the gas bottles that I've got down here, Cala gas bottles, because the gentleman that I picked the weights up from yesterday, who's also a subscriber to the channel, so thank you very much for that, he told me that he would love the gas bottles because he gets through quite a lot of them. So yeah, what I might try and do, if I've got room somewhere, fit the gas bottles on, and as we're in Sittingbourne anyway, just shoot around his house, drop them off, get some out of my way then as well, which I've been looking to do for a long time. So anyway, yeah, let's show you the weights quickly. I probably won't film all this because it'd be a lot of moving backwards and forwards. It's just literally what I just told you. So yeah, these are the weights. Some of them in pretty good condition. This one's a little bit rusty. But yeah, all different sort of shapes and sizes. Still 5 kg. They're the same weight. One's just a bit smaller. Come with some small ones as well. Little 2.5 kg. The dumbbells I've got, you need 3 weights on to make sure it's nice and sturdy. So if you was using like, I don't know, 5 on each side, you might want to do like 2 and then 2 1.5s, you know, to make like 5 kg on one side, instead of just putting 1 5 kg weight, because it will be sliding up and down. You can't actually adjust it all the way in. Hope that made sense. It did make sense in my head, but once again, as I did say, I am an idiot. So yeah, there's a little bit of metal underneath here. There's a couple of hoovers needs to come off. They might not be able to come off yet. If I have got any metal left on, it won't be the worst case. I just obviously won't chuck it off in the tip when I get down the other end. So yeah, I'll quickly chuck this on here, that on there, and then I'll get back to you. Right, so I've just been round the co-op, and it wouldn't be me if I didn't come out the co-op with a monster in my hand. Also went in for some stir-fry sauce because I've been eating a lot of stir-fry recently, because I find you get a lot of volume of food and not a lot of calories, which is great. Just what we need when we're trying to diet and lose a bit of weight. So anyway, just going to head over now, probably got about 20 minutes until we get to the actual waste recycling centre. So I'll get over there and so I'm going to do things a bit differently, put the camera on top, and I'm basically going to be talking you through not necessarily what I'm doing, because I'm only going to be chucking all the waste off, but I'm going to try and share a couple of little tips and tricks if you want to, you know, if you're looking to get into this sort of business, waste removal, and you know, you want to see how you can separate your waste into maximising it so you can get the most money. So I'll explain a little bit more when we're doing the waste, and yeah, we'll get back to then. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, yeah, so basically tips for trying to maximise the amount that you're going to make is separate your waste down as much as possible. Now, as you can see in the background of this clip, the boys there are working hard, separating it. As I chuck it off, they're putting it into different piles, i.e. bulky waste, you know, wood, plastic, stuff like that. All the metal goes into another pile. So yeah, obviously you can make more money off your waste if you're prepared to separate it, if you've got the space to separate it. You know, break it down into certain amounts of, you know, wood and green waste and bulky items, stuff like that. For me personally, I don't really have the space, because this yard is a 500 kg minimum tip. For me, it's very unlikely that I'm going to get like 500 kg of just wood or 500 kg of just soil, stuff like that, unless you're doing a particular job where you're only going to be taking that one sort of item. But yeah, that's what you're paying for as a mixed load. You're basically paying for these guys to go through it and separate it down for you, so you haven't got to worry about the hassle of doing it. Still good, you still make a decent amount of money off of it, but obviously, yeah, if you are only dealing with sort of like fence panels or, you know, just tree cuttings, etc., then separating it down, if you've got the space, will obviously maximise your money to the full potential. Had this yard been any lower than 500 kg, then I probably would separate my waste myself, but being the fact that it's half a ton just doesn't really work well for me. I've got nowhere to really store that amount of rubbish. So anyway, yeah, we're finished up now, just sweeping the last little bit off, and then we'll get back to you on the next bit. Right, so that's us pretty much done for the day now. I'm not going to go back to the waste transfer station because one, I haven't got enough on, and two, we've got quite a big job tomorrow over where I live pretty much, just down the road. Collecting, what is it? Dismantled summer house. So a big summer house being taken down. I believe the base is going. There's some concrete, couple of ton bags as well, just filled with general crap. Did bring around me today some bits and pieces down there. That's a bit of brass and that in there. I've still got them 2 big tubs to go through, the ones I pulled out of the skipper a few days ago. So I might do that on the video just for a little bit of fun, just to see how much we actually pulled out of there, how much it's worth. That's pretty much it for the day. I'll show you what we've got on. So yeah, everything we picked up from that job, which was them fence panels, couple of bags just filled up with twigs. Then we had to go round to a scout hut, which was just round the road, and we picked up all of these chairs. Now, they do need taking apart, but by the looks of it there, it's just 2 screws. You might even be able to get a hammer on it. 2 screws to take that off, and then 2 screws to take the back off. So, well, what's that, 4, 8 screws each one to take it apart, just to make the frame. So yeah, we'll get that done at some stage as well. And also my new delivery's just arrived as well. That's my new sack barrow to replace the one that got broke. And yeah, happy days. So just want to say, if you did like today's video, please smash that like button. Really appreciate your support. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you tomorrow when we go and pick up the rest of the waste. So take care, everyone.